Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nadinda Al-Qurani Sudirman. In this video, I will answer the question in assignment 7 about understanding morphology. The first question, my answer is morphology in linguistics is defined as the study of the internal construction of words. Languages is very widely in the degree to which words can be analyzed into word elements or morphemes. Number 2, Aronoff M and Vitamin K 2011 are of the opinion that morphology in linguistics refers to the mental system involved in word formation, or to the branch of linguistics that deals with words, their internal structure, and how they are formed. Number 3, morphology is a branch of linguistics that studies the internal structure of words and the relationship between word forms, meanings, and grammatical rules. It identifies the smallest meaning units called morphemes and explains how one lexeme can appear in different forms such as writes being writes or wrote, writing, and written. Depending on grammatical function, morphology covers both word formation process, for example, happy being unhappy, and inflectional changes, for example, child from children. Child being children. Number 4, yes, I agree with this statement. The reason can be seen from the explanation in the text above, that before studying morphology in depth, we need to first understanding about what words, lexeme, and word form. The book explaining that a word is the smallest element of the language that can be spoken or written, has word class such as verb, noun, and so on, and still has meaning even when standing alone. While lexeme is the basic form of meaning from various words that have semantic relationship. All forms such as drive, drives, drove, driven, and driving are called one lexeme, namely drive, while a word form is a form of a lexeme used to fulfill a specific grammatical function. For example, drove is used to indicate the past tense of the lexeme drive. Number 5. No, word, lexeme, and word form don't refer to the same thing, because the book explanation that a word is the smallest unit of a language that can be spoken or written, has a word class, and still carries meaning even when it stands alone. While lexeme, the text states the all possible form the word drive, such as drive, drives, drove, driven, and driving are considered in one lexeme. This means that a lexeme is the basic unit of meaning of a word, which includes all its possible forms that the same core meaning. While word form, the text also explains that a lexeme used in a particular context to fulfill a grammatical function is called a word form. For example, the word drove is one of form of the lexeme drive, used to indicate a past action. Therefore, drove is called a word form. Number 6, or the last question, what that I know about word structure, morpheme, and affix. The first word structure. Every word may consist of one or more morphemes. A morpheme acts as the smallest linguistic unit that still carries meaning. Combining morphemes allows the language to produce a wide variety of words while preserving logical structure. The overall structure can include sentence, clause, phrase, and word morpheme. Phonemes and syllables are smaller than morphemes, but they do not carry meaning, So they belong to the phonological system, not grammatical structure. For the second, morpheme. Morpheme are divided in two major types. The first type-free morphemes. The meaning can stand alone as word with meaning. For example, need, read, suggest, and danger. The second type-bound morphemes, meaning cannot stand alone and must attach to a root. For example, need, needed. The lexical category remains a verb, but the grammatical function changed to past tense. For the second example, suggest plus iron, being suggestion. The lexical category changed from a verb to a noun. Bound morphemes that attach to other morphemes are called affix. For the third, affix. Affix are bound morphemes that attach to roots. Affixation may change meaning, grammatical function, or lexical category. Affix based on verb, there is three. The first, prefix, attached at the beginning. For example, re plus write, being rewrite, meaning becomes a repeat action. For the second, suffix, attached at the end. For example, sing plus er, being singer, verb change into noun. For the third, circumfix, prefix and suffix attached simultaneously. For example, im plus power plus man, being empowerment. And there is affix based on function. There are two. The first, derivational affix, used to create new words and often change part of speech. For example, happy plus ness, being happiness, adjective to noun. And for the second, inflectional affix, it means add grammatical information without changing lexical class. For example, read plus s, being reads, present tense marker. So that's all explanation about morphology assignment 7. Maybe I think it's enough. Thank you very much for your nice attention, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.